There was a professor at Yale Divinity School by the name of Alfred Lukács who wrote a book almost 100 years ago called Unfinished Business. In it, he recounted a conversation at a dinner party he attended. One of the persons at the dinner recounted a story of Flagstaff, Maine, a small town that was scheduled to be flooded as a new dam was being built. And he recounted that as people began to realize what was going to take place, they decided not to make any repairs on their homes or fix things, paint their homes, because they figured, well, if in 6 months it's going to be all gone anyway, why do it? And then the man telling the story said something very profound. Where there is no faith in the future, there is no power in the present. Today we have this scene of John the Baptist, who comes with a message that creates expectation and anticipation about the future. He gives people who live in darkness under the thumb of the Roman Empire, people who are exploited and used and counted like cattle. He gives them all faith in the future and therefore empowers them in the present. And what's interesting as we see how this also translates into our moment of anticipation, it's an opportunity for us to see how our anticipation, our expectation of Christmas is giving us a newfound power in this moment. And we see, first of all, the power of joy. We see that kind of joy in young children today as they're thinking about the Christmas season and all that will unfold. There's a real joy about their life that takes away all the worries that adults have and reminds us of what's really important in life. And so in this season of Advent, as we have an expectation that something new is going to happen, that we have something to look forward to, we should experience that kind of joy as well and find that to be a real power in the present. But there's even more. And we see that in the way that John answers people about what should we do with this joy, this sense of expectation, this anticipation that courses through our hearts. And he tells them to do simple things. Make sure you share with others when you have more than you need. Make sure that you don't exploit other people. Make sure that you are fair in your dealings. It's those everyday small things many times that we have put off. And so it's an opportunity for us as we have joy in our hearts about the coming days of Christmas and look forward to the future, to find the power to do the things that we have put off. Maybe those ways in which we have held back our generosity and sharing more what we have because we have more than we need. Or it might be calling someone and reconciling with them, asking forgiveness or giving it. Or maybe going to confession because it's been so long since we have celebrated the sacrament of reconciliation. All of these are everyday small things. They're easy things that we can do. Maybe we put them off for too long. And so this Sunday of Gaudete Sunday, Rejoice Sunday, is an opportunity to tap in to the joy of our expectation. But it's also an opportunity to find the power to do the things that we have put off for too long. Visiting someone, calling them, reconciling with another. Those kinds of things that we make a big deal out of and yet are so very easy. And so today, as we find faith in the future with the coming of the Lord in our midst. Let the Lord help us discover the power in the present, the power to take up the good news of proclaiming Jesus coming into the world, putting aside the worries, anxieties, but having the kind of joy of expectation that we see in our children.